You guys okay? Bathrooms to the right. Make sure you wash up. Being on a television show is like a marriage without the... Paul and I and Nina looked at each other once at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Nina was so tired, she was like shaking. And I said to Paul, I said, if I have to say the word moonstone one more time, I'm quitting. I mean, I have a contract, I can't quit, but I would if I have to say moonstone one more time. This year it's, what's the word we have to say? The Cure. I love the band, The Cure. But now I hate that word. Because I've had to say it literally 1,000 times in the last 9 months. And I want to jump off of a building. And next year it's going to be something like the Hublagalash. Or some shit like that. And I'm going to have to repeat it over and over and over. So, I'll try and make a sign or something that David does when Ian or David is saying something he really doesn't like. I'll maybe, you know, do one of these like... And maybe the camera won't catch it. Thank you.
Talia.
Hello.
Hello, my friends Jules and Mariana sent an Italian piece to you.
Ooh, time? 2 at once or 1 at a time?
The question is, how do you see yourself in 10 years?
How do I see myself in 10 years?
Yes.
Significantly older. Because this is like... So it's very, what the hell? I want to win something. So, sorry to bore you. I do digress. Thank you. That was a sweet way. Ciao. Thank you for the Italian. It's actually in the beginning of the first day of season 1. And maybe I should have died. Maybe it would have made my relationship with Paul Wesley different. I put saran wrap, plastic wrap on his toilet. In his trailer. And it was summertime in Georgia, which is like the jungle. It's so hot. And I turned the heat on in his room. And I figured that he was going to show up to work, and to run into the bathroom. And there would be a very interesting surprise. But I chickened out, and right before he got to work, I ran in, it's hot, oh my God. And I ripped off the plastic and threw it away. But I think this year, I might do that again. But don't tell him. Or I will eat you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Thanks for coming to Brussels.
I didn't have a choice. And thank you for the well-wishing and these exercises. And what's I mean, there's a million of them. I always you say, whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot, we'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not. And you say that over and over and over, and you're like, roll the camera, roll. And then, because David talks very quickly, as you know, and he just spits out all these smarmy lines. Great, but sometimes it's hard to get all the line out, the right words, the right tempo, the right meaning behind it. And I walk around saying that stuff all day. If you didn't know me, you would just think I was a complete lunatic.
It was such a great way to start the series. It was, as Julie Plett likes to say, epic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. My question is, how much time do you have to do the scene again and again?
How many times do we have to do the scene again and again? It really depends on the scene. I mean, all of them we have to do. Essentially, I didn't go to middle school, but if I could pretend to try and teach a class then. You always need 3 shots, 3 sizes of shots. So you need a full wide shot, and then you come in for a medium shot, and then you come in for the tight shot, and then maybe sometimes you need an even closer shot. And with each one, usually with each one you have to do them many times. Many times. So maybe for like one scene where you like open the door and go like, "Hi Tyler, good to see ya." Like walk out the door, and then you have to do it again in a smaller size. "Hi Tyler, good to see ya. Oh, well now I'm gonna change something. Okay, Tyler." And you do it for maybe that'll be like 2 hours.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao Candice. So, there are a lot of fan fiction on internet between Klaus and Caroline, and they are very, very hot. Have you ever read them?
No. No.
You got to be very careful because he has such a beautiful face. When you're doing any sort of dangerous fighting sort of sequence, you really have to protect the face. The scene we did where I actually smashed him in the face in the batting cage, the bat actually broke in one of the takes, and it was quite dangerous. I'd come up and I was supposed to swing the bat, but I was going to be like, maybe from me to where the audience starts. And it was just supposed to be just like a blind swing so the camera could sort of catch the swing. But as I threw the bat, it broke in my hands and it sort of just started propelling towards Ian's face. And it must have been like a second, but it felt like 10 minutes. And that whole time I was thinking, there goes my job. What will prison be like? How will I explain to the TVD fans that I ruined one of the most beautiful faces on the CW?
You would literally be burnt alive.
I would have. I think whatever happened in the rest of that episode would have got rewrites, pink amendments. But I missed him. And amazingly, Ian somehow dodged it. And the cool thing is, I actually have it on video because one of the guys was filming it, and Ian somehow just goes, looks back to make sure everyone's all right, then gives me a look. And I was just like, props. Yeah, but anyway, but it feels good to work with him.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Good question.
The choices that she makes, in comparison to choices that I would make in my own life.
Everybody's taking photos, so I'm doing it.
Yes, so I would choose things differently sometimes. Jerry's Price. Men, the few men that are out there, standing proud and strong. Never compare a lady's hips to your own.
I've got little hips. I was actually insulting myself,
Insulting yourself is still insulting me.
Okay. I think we're gonna have to.
Ladies, am I right? Am I?
So they're gonna be baggy jeans on you and skinny jeans on me.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, really
It's gonna
baggy.
fall right off of me.
Parachute pants. I think we answered
Just
the
like we
question.
rehearsed it.
Just like we rehearsed it. Perfect name in this. As an actor, I'm constantly trying to work out what it is. Maybe there's a bit of jealousy, being such a pretty guy. But I will say this. I've got dark eyes, and Ian's got beautiful blue eyes. You can't read into my soul. But when you look into Ian's eyes, you see his soul. You see straight through it, because of those beautiful ocean blue. Sometimes doing scenes with Ian's really difficult because he'll just give you these eyes, and if you're playing Cole, so your accent becomes quite different. And you're like, Damon, and then you see his eyes, and you're like, those beautiful eyes. And comfortable. I'm saying, so I can say a man's good looking without being awkward. Woo! I don't know if that's a word, but anyway. I can also say women are beautiful, and so many beautiful women here as they put the lights up. Perfect. Is everyone leaving? Is there a market or something happening? What is that? Where is that cut? Hey, hey. Vision. Alright, cool. Question number 2. Standard was on the panel, Brussel. My singing voice is not as strong as I'd like it to be. You know. I can do a James Blunt impersonation though. James Blunt. Beautiful. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel, of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man. And women are just like, I was like,
Congrats, you were really gifted.
liar! Take her out. She's one of all of us. Sorry, yes. Thank you.
But thank you.
Oh, thank you, darling. Very beautiful.
Hey, Habibi.
Oh, sure, Habibi. Salam. Salam, salam. Salam, salam.
That's good.
Thank you.
My first question is, how long are you staying here?
Yes, I'm going to be in Belgium until Wednesday morning, and that's when I fly off to Paris, the city of love. Yeah, so I'm into Wednesday. Sorry, I get those too. So, ready? To me. Done.
Callaway.
Ikawe.
Ich liebe dich. Genau, fehlt auch noch. Ich liebe dich.
Is retired. Ah, you can just go on the computer.
No.
Rewind. It was an amazing time. Everyone, listen to me for 1 second. It was an amazing, fun time in history, and it's been 3 years. I've been doing it for 3 years.
Not for the Netherlands, they just aired it like last year.
So there you go.
It
just aired.
ago.
No, I did it 3 years ago. And so it's just more fun to remember it. Because now I'm getting old and I can't really move very well.
You don't want to bust a hip?
I don't want to ruin my head. But that was a lot of fun. And running around the Salvatore mansion with Kayla Ewell in her underwear for 5 days or something was pretty awesome. Why don't you do the David dance?
I was to Nathaniel before you, but let's see if you can beat him.
Let's see if we can beat him. I love beating him.
Do you know some words
Dutch. I know Heus. And I know, oh crap, hold on. Ik Holwender. Because I do.
What he said.
Can you also say it to the crowd?
Oh.
Ik?
Eek.
Is it ik?
Ik.
Oh. Vanjo. Oh, that's awesome. That is a hard-ass language. French kissing? Je t'aime. Brussel.
Okay, thank you so much.
I love you in every damn language there is in the world. Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Dutch, English. I love you too. Italian, Spanish, Flemish, Farsi, Swahili, Afrikaans, and Southern Twine. Which sounds about this. I love you. Yeah, I know. Candace, when you're not playing the fish, do you prefer playing... I don't have a good joke for that one. I prefer the Bad David, it's more fun. Those are him. Girls and stuff, I mean, come on.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
You're awesome, thank you for wasting your time coming in. What is it, a joke? Hey, wow, a guy. A very brave man. No, thank you, man. Testosterone. Yeah?
He's there.
The crafty table.
Yeah, craft service.
Craft service.
Our craft service guys, they're your best friends. They feed you all day.
Craft service is basically when it's like a separate, there's like lunch, but then there's always food around. Which is so, there's always food on its table.
Women hate it.
There's tables of candy and cookies and then salads, and they bring out little sandwiches, and they bring out little like coleslaw sandwiches.
But all day long, because they have to keep the crew going.
Yeah, which feeds the crew.
Yeah, keeps it going. But they're your best friend because every 10 minutes, oh, Anthony, oh, hey man, can I have a turkey sandwich? Or hey man, Bobby, can I have a cup of tea? Like, yeah man, of course. And literally, yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden you show up, if someone shows up and they have a plate of food and a cup of tea and you totally forgot it, and just all day you're just being loved and nurtured by these people, and ooh, we love them.